What's up, guys, and welcome to uh, the X Storm Show. I'm your host, Apex Rebel X. First and foremost, we want to apologize for being absent for so long. On top of equipment malfunctions and having to wait on new equipment to arrive, we've also been focusing a whole lot of time into our current animated project, Alpha 30, uh, the Genesis Chronicles. So, uh, pretty much, we wanted to let you know that we're going to try not to let that happen again. Uh, we'll do our very best, but we do have to prioritize our work schedule, and sometimes uh, this is the bit of content that normally gets voted to be sacked if we don't have time within the schedule. Um, so, without any further ado, this episode is going to be about your typical, excuse me, speech impediment. This is going to be your typical half-hour show. I'm going to talk to you guys about possibly getting a special guest co-host. Uh, First of all, and on top of that, I'm going to fill you guys in on how we're doing with Alpha 30 and how well things are going in that region. And also, I'm going to fill you guys in on a couple of things we'll have up and running very soon. But before we get into that, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button if you like our content and you want to see more. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, so that way you receive a notification not just on the X Storm show, but also on future content that will be released via our YouTube page. So, to get things roughly started off, and I do want to let you guys know that if you occasionally notice what looks like a bit of cyber glitching and some weird stuff going on the screen, we are actually starting to implicate special effects within the show itself, just to make it a little bit more enjoyable. This is strictly just for fun, so uh, if you're feeling generous, feel free to hit us up on Patreon. We will have that link out to you as soon as we can, likely by the time the next video occurs. As we are still developing merch and stuff to use as incentives on Patreon. So, pretty much with this being your typical half hour episode, I wanted to kick it off by talking to you guys about here soon possibly having a good friend of mine who is also an entertainer. He's a stand up magician. He loves doing the parlor tricks and sleight of hand tricks. Uh, a lot of it is pure magic. Some of it I'm still trying to figure out. Uh, he's from the Las Vegas, Nevada area. Is where he was born and raised. He came out to South Carolina, where I'm originally from, and pretty much we've been hitting it off as good friends ever since we met. He's a cook by day, and uh, he does his magician practice on the side. He also offers booking services for his magic shows, and it's not just for kids. Uh, the guy's name is Magic Mike Ovard, and for those of you who are on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, no matter where you've seen his magic tricks before, if you happen to be a fan of Magic Mike, well, he's going to be our guest co host here soon. we're still trying to hash out the details of uh, hosting a live event where we can actually discuss what's going on and everything like that, and even have Mike on the show uh, talking with me about the industry and everything like that. Um, just so you know, like I was starting to mention before, Mike, he does magic shows not just for kids, but he can even do college graduate parties and stuff like that. He will retrofit his act and custom tailor it around whatever the event may be, whether it is a bar mitzvah, a birthday party. He does holiday specials all the time. No matter the occasion, Magic Mike Ovard is definitely the one you want to have uh, performing at your event. As soon as we finish hashing out the details, I will let you guys know when he is available and when we're going to have him guest co host the show. As we do live a great distance apart, it's more than likely that the broadcast is going to be over a shared virtual experience, and we're not actually going to be in the same place at the same time. Um, to continue on from that, as I mentioned before, one of the reasons why we've been kind of absent with doing the podcast show is because we have a primary animated project called Alpha 30, the Genesis Chronicles. It's honestly, uh, honestly a real time favorite and an absolute joy to. It's an absolute joy to perform this project and animate it as well. When last I mentioned it, we barely had any of it rendered. We were still pushing animations out the wazoo. Now we're finally to the animation correction and cleanup stage. So, on top of that, uh, we've been doing a whole lot of. Okay, uh, you guys go ahead and give us just a minute if you don't mind. Um, we are apparently having a bit of a malfunction with the microphone and just need a quick second to fix that up. And we're back, folks. As you've probably noticed by the quality of the sound, we actually were having a little bit of problems with the microphone setup. We had to make a few adjustments and everything like that. And obviously now we've actually got the microphone working better now. Yeah, it's awesome. So, like I was talking about with Alpha 30, we've really been working hard on this. You know, we've only got a good couple of minutes of it rendered. As a matter of fact, my screen right about now should be doing that glitch thing I mentioned. Yeah, this is a transition to basically allow uh, my camera to be minimized to where you guys can actually see the animation unfolding as I'm talking about it. I can see it unfolding as we're talking about it, and it's a really cool feature. Definitely one of my favorite parts of working animation and doing my own video editing is I get to do stuff like this all the time. So basically, to give you guys a little bit more of a fill in as to what's going on with the project and everything like that. So pretty much, as you're about to see, we pretty much had to do some adjusting with the animations, adding in some special effects. Like right now, you see that little dust plume occurring as Stryker is wailing on the punching bag there. Obviously, not much of this has had to change. We've only had to change just a little bit of it. In case you're wondering, yes, Stryker's character model is actually based somewhat in the facial features of myself if I was a little bit more clean shaved. Um, just so you guys know, we are doing this on a very modest budget, so there are multiple instances where, I'm kind of going to be voicing multiple characters. Um, so, as you guys already can probably figure out by the animation that's playing in front of you right now, um, basically, this is the full first 4 minutes and 48 seconds. It's pretty much the entirety of the first scene. Um, as you can see, everything pretty much kind of kicks off quickly, and they dispatch from the Poseidon pretty quickly to answer to the call of Alpha 30. Right at the moment, none of the footage that we have rendered or anything like that, none of the footage currently has any sound. Uh, but we do have a pretty good system of rendering here. We have a bit of a storm effect. We have uh, the drop ship flying through the storm, arriving at the air station. We've got Stryker's team showing up, and yes, I know I see that little bit of glitchiness with the uniforms. It is driving me absolutely crazy. But being that this is our first project, and we're using limited hardware, it's not bad for our first try. And there will be, future versions of this project that'll be a little bit more. Uh, there we go. That's better. Sorry about that. A little bit of a microphone glitch, but we've got things back in order. So pretty much, like I was saying, there's a few corrections we have to make with final animations and everything like that. But they get to Planet Alpha 30. This is the Genesis Chronicles. So right at the moment, you're looking at Team Alpha 30 before it was Team Alpha 30. Back in these times, they would have been called TAC Team 30 of the United Defense Corps Special Ops Sector. And pretty much, as you can see right at the moment, the animation's pretty much going into the part where they're looking around, they're trying to figure everything out, they're trying to search and rescue for any survivors, with Sarge leading the pack. This is one of my favorite shots that I managed to do. Two of them actually, where we have a first person gun cam operating. Sarge and Twitch, which is the guy in the red, they're both pretty much trying to search out the engineering sector and figure out what's going on with all of that. So they end up finding a activated elevator that they could use. So Sarge gives Dixie the okay to make her way to their location, and they can, pretty much proceed to the next level of the complex. As you can see, That's Dixie walking away from uh, what they call an SEG, which is, or excuse me, I'm trying to remember the terms I used. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're called REGs, which is or no, it is SEG. Uh, no, I correct myself. You guys have gotta forgive me. It's been a stressful couple of weeks, and I'm running on just a little bit of sleep right now. But gotta stay strong. Um, they're called security, remote security guards. So pretty much RSG is what they call them. He tells her to set the RSG and set it to code yellow, as code yellow is pretty much deliberately making it waste ammunition on creating a sort of suppressive fire. So basically, if it's not Dixie, Sarge, or Twitch, um, the the robot will basically target just a little bit shy of the actual detected motion or thermal signature, whatever the case may be. Whatever it happens to catch a glimpse of, it automatically lays down suppressing fire until it's identified as either a friend or foe via Grays himself, which is something really cool that we have managed to do. So, this second video that you're seeing now is pretty much a fade in continuation from where it left off. Dixie has made her way to Sarge and Twitch. Sarge and Twitch are talking about how this situation is absolutely weird. As you can see, there's a first person shot without any of the heads up display stuff because, as you can see now, Grays is actually watching Sarge. So this is actually something really cool that we've been working on. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the concept of a first-person shooter, that's what FPS means, and there are a lot of combat sequences within this project that we are dedicating to the that we are pretty much dedicating to the first-person shooter aspect of it. As I myself happen to think FPS movies are really cool. And as you can see, this is some of the most recent rendering we've done. Pretty much, this is where Sarge comes across one of the special weapons scientists, identifies him, and pretty much starts trying to secure some special weapons that are located inside of the vault the scientist is walking to, and there's the two special weapons. Like I said, some of this really needs to get re-rendered as some of the textures did not properly render. But it gives you guys a little something of a quality to look at. It gives you something to show that we are pushing forward in what we're doing. Oh, okay, that's the dryer going. Crap. My girlfriend is probably going to be furious with me. I forgot to pull laundry out of the dryer. So pretty much that's what we've got working on right now. Um, we also have, I believe we have some rendered. Apparently, we don't. Um, we also have some what I thought were rendered shots of. Uh, Come on, we got some of it somewhere around here. Uh, Give me just a moment, guys. Oh, yes. If you guys happen to follow our channel, you guys have probably seen our previously, one of our previous animations where we kind of took some, we took some shots and we put them together, kind of like if you were watching, like at Doom. You know, the first person shooter aspect of things. Um, we we developed that and we have it uploaded on YouTube channel. It's only I think like 30 to 45 seconds long. Don't hold me to that, but at least I believe that's how long that video is. Um, with the trying to see. Okay, we might not. I might not have kept it on this system. Oh well. So, pretty much, guys, there is a 30 to 45-second video, like I mentioned before, that's already uploaded here to YouTube. However, I'm going to go ahead and move on from this part of the project due to the fact, or this part of the episode, due to the fact that I didn't have all my material together when I did this, and I am chastising myself deep within for being so careless. You guys know it's not like me. When do I ever just record in a t-shirt and stuff? You know I'm tired if I'm doing this broadcast wearing only a t-shirt. So that's definitely a kick in the teeth right there. Now, moving on, we did want to mention to you guys that we are very close to launching our website. I know I've been promising you guys the website for quite some time now, but what can I say? When you are in a competitive market and you need a website done at just the right price, it's going to take more time than you care to mention. But basically, the website, for those of you who like subscribing for like premium stuff where you can actually have stuff ahead of time and have special access to discounts nobody else does. Our website is basically going to work like that. We'll have digital downloads of like books and stuff like that. done in-house here. And when I say books, I mean like digital comics and digital manga, drawn in-house. But those will be released gradually over time, as a lot of it is actually my own self-published work. Um, but with that being said, we are still developing more merchandise for the website itself. As a matter of fact, that glitching effect should be occurring right now, and right now you guys are kind of looking at one of the T-shirts that I designed. Uh, Actually, forgive me, I lie. It's not a T-shirt, but actually a pullover hoodie featuring a very aggressive animated wolf design, digital art complex, and it even has the initials ARX, standing for Apex Rebel X. As to me, wolves are very sacred apex predators. They are pack hunters, and they operate honestly with more humanity than human beings tend to have. Uh, this shirt is front and back design. The hood also bears a specialized design. We also have the X Storm coffee mug, uh, pretty much with little sayings like, "The devil whispers to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior declares, I am the storm." You know, little inspirational quotes like that. We also have a awesome pair of men's sneakers that we just got designed, featuring a similar red X and lightning design. We really hope you guys would like stuff like that. We're also working on, believe it or not, bed sets featuring the same artwork, uh, and much, much more. If you guys decide that you want to start, getting merch from the site, it's really easy to do so. You don't even have to be a member uh, to get at these factory direct prices. You're pretty much paying what the retail locations would pay us, if and when they end up with our stuff in their uh, store locations. But for right now, Elding Stammer Entertainment is the only place to go for our own merchandise. And it's not just, merchandise representing our different projects, but rather just really off the wall artistic designs that we do in house and really think, people would love. There's some of my own personal design stuff in there. JJ420 may contribute. We might even try to get some merchandise for Magic Mike developed and put in there. Um, so aside from the website, we are also aside from selling merch on the website, we are also offering a premium service. Now, you guys can sign up for free, but you don't get early access to stuff, you don't get discounts. And what I think is like the biggest thing of all is you don't get that monthly freebie. It's normally just going to be a little small item, but hey, who doesn't like free stuff? Even if it is figurines from a project or, keepsakes. You just never know. So, Something else that we're going to be doing through the website is uh, premium members will actually have early access to a lot of our stuff. Even though, yeah, you'd be able to watch it here on YouTube or whatever for free, and all you gotta do is watch ads. On the Eldingstommer site, you will be able to watch our stuff completely ad free. You heard me. You can watch and download our stuff for free. Or not for free, but you'd be able to watch and download our like the Storm X show, um, uh, forgive me, the X Storm show, uh, our animated movies, animated series, all of our video content. You will actually be able to get early access to, up to 7 days early access to, um, ad free, and uh, once you purchase it at the discounted price, it's yours for life. You can download it. It'll stay in your library, and you can download it for free. And I think that's something that's really going to help us sell. So we're starting to go on the 32 minutes side of things, and as I said before, I am extremely exhausted with everything that's been going on. Obviously, I'm still working on developing my workstation here at home, um, but there is a little bit of advice that I would like to send out to all the other creators out there. If you're struggling, if you're, trying to find your way into your trade, don't give up. Don't give up. And work the situation. Think. Don't just act on, rash impulse. Think your way through things. I've been at this for 13 years now. And I've made a bunch of unfortunate mistakes in my journey into developing this company and developing content for you guys. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made some bad decisions, and a couple of times almost paid the ultimate price. That's how bad I messed up. But somehow, some way, I always made it through. And now here I am 13 years later. I'm a lot wiser. I'm a lot more disciplined in how I do things. And so I'm going to take this time to advise you guys, don't give up. And if you happen to be in the 3D animation, if you happen to be in the 3D animation field, whether you're in college or not, if you're watching this show, then you're watching somebody who has been through a lot of stuff that you probably haven't been through. And I do want to proudly announce that I am, while I'm working, I'm going to be trying to set you guys up with a little bit of a tutorial course on some of the software that I use. This is not just for my people or future employees, for me, but this is actually for everyone. And, I don't want any money for this. I'm not going to ask you guys for a dime. If you feel like being charitable on Patreon, even $1 helps, whatever, I particularly don't care about the money aspect of it. What I care about is being a guiding hand that might create the next Tom Cruise, or being a guiding hand for somebody I don't even know. You could be self-produced by the time we'd ever cross paths. And in all honesty, I might not know you from Adam. But any which way I can help, any which way I can advise people out there on how to work certain situations, where I've made mistakes, where I've made triumphs. I am actually going to start a tutorial course. I'm going to start off with a program I like to call Daz 3D. Daz 3D Studio is a full-on 3D animation studio software. It's relatively easy to use once somebody explains all the confusing ass tabs to you. And the products, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Daz 3D assets are a little on the pricey side if you're not a Plus member. So I definitely recommend becoming a Daz Plus member at the first opportunity. It's not even that bad. $79 pays for your membership for a whole year, or you can just do the $24 every 3 months, whichever floats your boat. But I'm going to be starting a course on that here soon, probably this week or next. I'll just be recording a few sessions, a few parts of what I've been doing, and giving you guys some pointers on what are typically mistakes that tend to cost quality in Daz. Pardon me. Cotton mouth. So, really quick, I didn't get to mention that our premium subscription service is going to officially be $2.50 per month. You have the option to pay per month or pay per year. If you pay annually, believe it or not, I am actually docking $5 on what the price actually would be, just so you guys can save some money and have access all year round. It's $2.50 for a month-to-month basis, recurring payments every month, or if you want to pay your way all the way through the year, that's $25. It is a huge help for anyone who is willing to do so, and I am actually proud to announce that upon joining, upon the first 30 days of the website being up, anyone who joins our premium membership for the first 30 days will actually receive their first year already discounted. Whether you pay monthly or pay annually, you will actually have an extra little bit just as a thank you for, helping us launch this thing off. The details are still being hashed out on the website, but with any luck, we'll have the website launched this April 2024 at the latest. So, guys, until next time, I am Apex Rebel X, and this has been the Elding Stommer X Storm Show. Good night.